Morning, guys. How's it going? So, um, few things. I tried to actually use a different mic, and I don't think it worked very well. So, if I'm hoping that this is actually not too bad as a mic at the moment. So I've gone back to the old thing. Anyways, 6 weeks of holidays. Oh my god, I didn't really turn off the electronic leash, so to speak. The I'm afraid I got a bit caught up in a few things, particularly in a game, which is actually pretty good. I like the game, but having so much time on my hands, I became entirely focused on the game, which was not a good thing. I did meet some really awesome people though, and they helped me a lot in the game and stuff like that, and made me really appreciate a lot of what I have um, currently where I am, despite the fact that we had a lockdown imposed on us kind of last minute. And yeah, I'll tell you more about that later. But the game Rise of Empires, I've been playing that, and a few people that are really cool to get information off if you're playing that game is Lord of Pontail, Wee Little Me, um, and Mr. Gill plays. Lord of Pontail and Wee Little Me are very approachable. They're on Discord as well. Great people, great to talk to, chat with them, swap actual recipes. It's actually not too bad. But I got too caught up in, I guess, the FOMO, fear of missing out. So I decided to reel that back a lot and ease into just sort of getting out of that game and going into something that doesn't require me to have to be there all the time. Um, like Candy Crush or something. But anyway, I'm getting on with real life stuff. And yeah, we've had a lockdown for 3 days, and we still are in the middle of it at the moment. So they've only just put in Queensland that it's mandatory to have masks. Everywhere else has had masks being mandatory, particularly in Victoria. We're all fine here. It's pretty much the same as usual, just a little less going out, like kind of back to like what it was earlier in the year or early last year. Um, there are a lot of people that have panic bought, and it's like, mates, it's 3 days. Surely you have enough supplies for 3 days in your house. If you don't have enough supplies for 3 days in your house, particularly after one whole year, I gotta be wondering a little bit. And again, people were panic buying, though, and the shops are still open. The shops are still open. People were panic buying toilet paper again, fresh fruit and vegetables. The weirdest things people panic buy. I don't know why. Because the shops are open. There's still shops out there with plenty of food. And it's 3 days. It's not like 3 weeks. I could understand 3 weeks, but not 3 days. So yeah, and people have been asking me about the whole Trump thing overseas, and I'm like, well, it's been seen through towards the end. They're still trying to impeach Trump. I'm like, whatever. And some people are like, flaming the other side, um, saying that, oh, you're gonna have, I'm gonna have to listen to you whinge for 4 years, and I'm like, well, isn't that kind of what the other side also did, whinge for 4 years? But I don't know, it's just weird. I mean, quite a few people really sort of had to take a bit of pause when I said, he actually did a lot of what you guys couldn't do, which is actually bring a lot more people out to vote and take more of an interest in who's running the country and how the country works. Good or bad, I mean, that's just what it is. It happens. With what's going on in Australia, well, we have a lot of things going on. Usually bushfire season is up and coming, and given the rains on and off, we get huge spurts of growth in grass, which means there could be a tendency for more bushfires as well, because the grass grows up quick and then dies off because it gets really hot and all that sort of stuff. What else has been going on? My poor puppo had a bit of a turn last night. Woke me up. It's not a pleasant thing to wake up in the morning to your dog not being well. Of course, now he is like, it's like nothing ever happened. But yeah, I'll still get him checked out. Still wearing rubber every day. It's been a struggle some days, I admit, because it's been really, really humid. So there's been instances of, well, I'm not wearing it out in the garden today because it's really humid and I'll melt. So I will wear it this evening, or in the late afternoon. Just put the aircon on and chill out, and do things like outside stuff. I'll do in the morning when it's cooler, and then I change and go inside and do stuff in aircon and stuff inside. Requires a bit of planning, but it's still able to be done. I've been listening to a lot of interesting YouTubers. Very interesting stuff. You know, life, universe, everything, relationships, what's going on in the world, all that sort of stuff. I don't think I actually listen to a lot of mainstream media anymore, because it's pretty much all the same stuff. So I like to listen to alternative stuff. You know, there's a lot of different platforms out there. Don't just go to your usual, you know, Facebook, Twitter, and all that sort of stuff. It's pretty shocking, actually, when I consider that Twitter actually used to be a free speech platform, and now it's, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, my whole thing: chill out, enjoy life. It's pretty short. If you find yourself just going on the same things over and over again, try something different. Anyway, I gotta get back to it. Catch you guys later. Bye.